Welcome back to a new video. In this video we are going to create and solve some Pandas interview questions. Let's start coding. So I'm going to start by creating a data frame. This is going to be our data and we are going to have columns like employer ID, name, department, salary and years of experience, which holds both values numeric and non-numeric. And then what I'm going to do is I will say workers data frame and I'm going to say pandas data frame and I will give the data. So when I call the workers data frame.head, which displays the first 5 rows of a data frame, we are going to see that our data frame is created successfully. So our questions are going to be around this data frame, and you can think it like a sample data frame from a big database, because in a real world scenario that maybe in your job, maybe on your project, there's going to be a lot of rows, but there's going to be data sets like this on the interviews because it's going to check for your skills. So I think it's a good data set to ask questions on, and we can directly start with the question 1. Question 1. Find the average salary of all employees in the company. So for that we can say something like average salary, and it can be workers data frame salary and the mean of this. Also then we can just call average salary for seeing it. It's 75,000. To find the average salary, we use the mean function on the salary column of the data frame. Question number 2. What is the highest salary in the marketing department? So for that we are going to do something like marketing maximum salary, and it's going to be workers data frame department equals to marketing, and then after filtering we will say salary, and then we will use that maximum after that, and we can just call like marketing maximum salary and it's 70,000. We filter the data frame for employees in the marketing department using Boolean indexing like this, and then we found the maximum salary. Great. Question number 3. Calculate the total years of experience in the company. So for that I'm going to say something like total experience, and it's going to be workers data frame years of experience dot sum, and then I'm going to call the total experience like this. It's 22. Great. We use the sum function on the years of experience column to calculate the total years of experience across all employees. Question number 4. Identify the employees with the highest salary. So if there's one maximum, then it's going to return one employee, and if there's 2 actual salaries which is the highest, then it's going to return 2 rows. So what we are going to do is we are going to say highest salary employee or employees workers data frame salary equals to workers data frame salary that maximum like this, and then we are going to call highest salary employee, and we will see that it's David. Great. By comparing each employee's salary with the maximum salary in the data frame, we identify the employee with the highest salary. Okay, question number 5. Calculate the average salary for each department. So for that I'm going to create something like average salary per department, and it's going to be workers data frame, and we will use group by because we want the group by department, and we will say department in here, and then I'm going to take the salary column, and then I will use that mean after that. So I'm just going to call it in here like average salary department. Great. Also this returns a Pandas series, and we can easily manipulate this, like we can use head function on this, or what we can do is I'm just going to make this rerun, and we can do like sort values, and we can set ascending false for getting it in descending order. We can easily manipulate this output in here. We use the group by function to group the data frame by department, and then calculated the average salary for each department using mean. Okay, question 6. Find the employees who have more than 4 years of experience and earn a salary above $80,000. So what we are going to do is we are going to create something like experienced high salary, and it's going to be workers data frame years of experience, and it's going to be like greater than 4. Also, this is going to be a multi-conditional filtering, so I'm just going to add parentheses for the first condition, and for the second condition I'm just going to put this, which means and. It's the and operator, and I will say workers data frame salary, and it's going to be greater than $80,000, like this. So this is our first condition in here, and this is our second condition. Great. I'm just going to call this what we created, like experienced high salary, and we can see that we only get the David. Let me quickly check our data frame, like workers data frame.head, if we have anyone else. No, we don't have. Great. So Bob didn't get filtered in here because we used this instead of greater than or equal to. If we just call like this, we are going to get the Bob too, but we are not going to get that because we are not saying greater than or equal to, so we are looking for someone who has greater than 80,000. Great. So this is our answer in here. We used Boolean indexing to filter employees with more than 4 years of experience and a salary above 80,000. Great. Question number 7. Calculate the total number of employees in each department. So for that, I'm going to say employee count per department, and it's going to be data frame department, and I'm going to call value counts in here, and I'm just going to say employee count per department, and here it is. Also, this returns a Pandas series, which means that you can easily manipulate this like this. You can use aggregation functions with that, like standard deviation, anything you want. Great. So I'm just going to make this rerun like this. This is the answer of our question. The value counts function was used to count the number of employees in each department. Great. Question number 6. Calculate the salary difference between lowest and highest paid employee in the company. So for that, I'm going to say something like salary difference, and it's going to be workers data frame salary maximum minus workers data frame salary minimum, like this. And let's see our value by calling the salary difference. Great. We found the maximum and minimum salaries in the data frame, like maximum in here and minimum in here, and then we took the difference, which is 30,000. Great. Question number 9. Identify the department with the highest average years of experience. So for that, we are going to say something like highest average experience department, and it's going to be workers data frame group by, and we are going to call department like this, and we will say, actually it's group by like this, and we will say years of experience, and we will use dot mean, and we will use dot index maximum like this, and we can just call highest average experience department what we created in here, and we can just get our result. It's engineering. Great. We grouped the data frame by department and calculated the average years of experience for each and found the department with the highest average. Great. Question number 10. Find the employee or employees with a salary above the average salary of the company. So we are going to call something like above average salary employees, and it's going to be like workers data frame, and we will say workers data frame again salary greater than data frame salary dot mean, like this. And I'm just going to call this like, let me check its name again, above average salary employees, and it's Bob and David. We compared each employee's salary with the average salary of the company to identify those earning above the average. Great. Question number 11. Determine the department with the most employees earning less than $7,000. So for that, I'm going to say department most employees and low salary, and it's going to be data frame salary less than 70,000, and then we will say department, and then we are going to call value counts, and we will take the index maximum after that, like this. This is going to be our answer, and I'm just going to call this, it's engineering in here. Okay, because we just wrote higher than 7,000, it needs to be less than, because question was like that. So I'm going to make this rerun, and it's human resources. Great, so it's correct right now. We firstly filter by salary less than 7,000, and then we take the value counts of the department and we take the index maximum in here. So question 12, calculate the percentage of the total salary cost that the engineering department contributes. So for that we will say engineering salary percentage, and it's going to be like workers data frame, and we will say workers data frame department equals to engineering, like this. Actually we need to open parentheses up in here because it's going to be a mathematical operation. And then what we are going to do is we will say salary, and then I will take the sum of this, then we are going to divide it by workers data frame salary dot sum, and we are going to close the parentheses in here, and we are going to multiply this with 100. So what we are going to get is, by calling the engineering salary percentage, is 45,000. Okay, let me talk about that. We calculate the sum of salaries in the engineering department and divided it by the total salary cost to find the percentage contribution. Great. Now question 13. Identify employees who have at least 2 years of experience, more than the average experience in the company. So for that I'm going to say experienced above average, and it's going to be data frame again. We will call data frame years of experience greater than, and we will say workers data frame years of experience dot mean, and we are going to say +2. And now we are just going to make this run, and we are going to get like experienced above average. We will get the David in here. Great. So in here we compared each employee's years of experience with the average experience in the company +2 years to find those exceeding this threshold. Great. Question 14. Calculate the average salary for employees in the marketing and finance department. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call the data frame for you to remember it. And here is our data frame. I'm going to say average salary, and then marketing and finance. It's going to be data frame department, and we will use is in, and we are going to give it a list inside of this with marketing and finance, and we will take the salary values of this, and we will say dot mean after that. So I'm just going to say average salary marketing finance, and we are going to say 72,500 is our answer for this question. We filtered employees in the marketing and finance departments and calculated the average salary for this subset. Great. Now question 15. Find the department with the highest total salary cost. So for that we are going to say highest salary cost department, and it's going to be workers data frame group by. We are going to group by department, and we will say salary. Then we are going to call sum because we are looking for the total, and we will say index maximum again. So I'm just going to call highest salary. Actually it's the wrong one. I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to call highest salary cost department is the correct one, and it's engineering. So we grouped the data frame by department and calculated the total salary cost for each department and identified the one with the highest total. So when we do that, I'm just going to copy this and call this one. We are just getting the salary totals by department in here like this. Then we can see it's clearly engineering. Thanks for watching the video. I'm sharing 2 or 3 new videos every week about data science and Python programming. You can subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I have a playlist named Interview Exercises where I have more than 10 interview exercises with their solutions on that playlist. You can just reach to that playlist from the cards or the description of this video. See you in the next video. Have a great day.